Hello, everybody. How is everybody tonight? Hello, Peter. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Hello, Paul. How are you?
Very well. Ready for week 3.
There we go. Can you believe it? We're already in week 3. 2 weeks gone.
I can believe it because that's how time works. If you can't believe it, you're on the wrong course. You need to know. I know what you mean. It flies. It flies.
Time flies.
On that subject, actually, before we sort of kick off and get going properly, we'll just say that I was kind of tied up with family issues, with an illness in the family, unfortunately, and then obviously compressed with work that you have to catch up on. So when me and Peter actually met up, we actually planned this whole course, and I've kind of, for example, today Peter's had to rush and go and sort out a problem, haven't you, Peter? How long was it you on the train?
Oh, an hour to Basel and an hour back.
Okay, and then you spent most of the day there sorting out this particular problem that came up. Now, me and Peter, we planned this out. The whole 12-week course is all planned. Okay, we recorded introduction videos. We've got everything mapped out that we're going to give, and it wasn't a problem. It was like Peter said, "Oh, I'm going to be tied up. Are you okay?" Yeah, all I had to do was drop a few things in place. Now, that's proof that it's worth planning. If you plan to fail, you fail. What was it? You fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's it. I'll get it right the way around. It'll make more sense. So, okay, there's not many people on live tonight, so I'm guessing everybody's busy.
I've had quite a few people asking me if we're going to have a recording this week.
Right, okay.
Because, last week I was in charge of the technology. And
who was?
Work.
Who was in charge? You?
Yeah, I was in charge of the technology, and my recording didn't work.
You forgot to press the button that says start broadcast, didn't you?
There's a big button here that says off air and on air, and I never read. I just talked.
Okay, so if you are here, feel free to say hello. If you want to come on the panel, say yes, panel, please, and we'll put you on. If you've got any questions, you don't want to be on the panel, just type them and we'll answer them for you. We'd love any feedback on the course. You can always give that to me or Peter separately, of course, on Facebook. So really, what do we want to cover tonight, Peter?
Well, you're asking about feedback. I've got a few people giving me positive feedback on the vision exercise, and I actually saw the ladies making a video about it, and I hear we have some more video testimonials coming.
Oh,
so
awesome.
People should keep an eye on your pages for that, because that will just show you that people are getting value out of the vision exercise.
Well, what we need to do, Peter, is get those testimonials and put them on the page for all the affiliates that are selling it. Don't forget, you can be an affiliate and you can sell the course on to cover the cost of your purchase. So feel free, and we'll, obviously we'll update the page as we get good testimonials and things like that, and other cool stuff. Anything else, Peter, or should we go and show them the page?
No, I think what we want to achieve this week. Just a quick recap is we went in the first week. We actually talked about your vision and how to identify your perfect customer, so that you have your message crafted that you want to send out to the market, and also your perfect marketplace. And in week 2, we talked about how to get leads, how to build your group. And I see a lot of people have started doing it, and building their groups and getting people in. And I think what we're going to, what we're going to do this week is start to talk about conversions, because now that you have people in your group, and again, guys, this is a process. If you don't have enough people in your group, you just need to complete the process. Some people might be there in 3 weeks, other people might take 3 months. But the main thing is to continue building your leads. And this week, I'm going to show you how to start converting those leads into sales and, building relationships.
Okay, I'll just say as well, it's very difficult when you do a course like this to kind of know what order to put things in, because some people would say conversion should come at the end and you should teach us how to get leads, and some people might argue something different. But here's my thinking on it. We've done it quite early on in week 3, because the conversion process actually starts at the beginning of the relationship. It's not like you're going to speak to somebody tonight and close them. It does happen, but it's rare. Normally, it's all about building a relationship with somebody. So it could be like, me and Peter spoke for a while before we did this. So if you like the conversion, where we came together to do something and start working on a business together,
Paul, absolutely. My opinion on it is that conversion is step number 1, because you know where it starts. It starts with your vision, because the first person you need to convert is yourself. So yes. Your conversion starts by you yourself believing your message. And it's the belief in that message that we are actually preaching that are going to create all the power for you to really make sales. And this is where I think where our course is different to what a lot of other people teach, because what we're really saying is, if you have a quality product and a quality business that you believe in, your message will resonate with a lot of people, and they will be attracted to you. So conversion actually starts with your vision again, back to square one.
Totally. And we'll be talking about your vision a bit more next week, because I've got a busy week. So I've got a lot of work to do for the mindset stuff, the outcomes, as they call them in NLP, which I think you'll find fantastic. There'll be some exercises for you to do during the week, next week. So that's kind of recap where we've been, kind of told you what's coming. I was, when I went through the outcome procedure, brilliant, and it's already made a change to my life, so I hope it's going to make a change to all your lives too. But we ought to, I guess, talk about conversion. What I'll do, Peter, is I'll share screen.
We just had I just had a message from quite a few people saying that they are having power failures in South Africa, so they're struggling to get online, so they'll watch the recording. So just to say that,
that's no problem.
To give you a heads up there. But yeah, fortunately, that's the beauty of technology. We can record the stuff, and people can follow on later on.
Well, if you're watching this, I hope you got your power back if you couldn't get on. So there's a great still, Peter looking very perplexed and me wondering what's going on. But there's the intro video that we've done for all the weeks. We talk about relationships, just little notes here, okay? But really the power is in the video. So I wanted to talk about follow-up and reciprocity, which I can hardly say, but Peter can. So I've recorded a video today on follow-up and reciprocity. And then I had a couple of things came to me, so I've added another little video there. These are both mercifully short, you'll be pleased to know, okay? But it's based on this, sales statistics, okay? And, you can read this yourself, but 48% of people never follow up, and yet 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. You don't really need to read the stuff in between. 48% of people never follow up, so make sure you do. And 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So you ought to be making at least 5 contacts, but more like 12 with your people. And I explain on this video, this is why I did it, because I kind of talked about it here. And then I kind of thought, actually, I need to explain that better. So I explain it on this video here about a follow-up. What is a follow-up? And that's all in the videos for you. Okay.
Paul, if I can just say something on that statistics, something for people to remember when they're doing this course. If you're doing this course and you feel you're not making enough progress and you're not seeing sales, the same statistics applies to everything that you do, really. So you are really going to see the major amount of your results if you follow this religiously between week 5 and 12, unfortunately. It takes time for and consistent application of what we're teaching before it starts to work. The great thing, once it starts to work and you keep your momentum going, it never goes back.
That's absolutely true. Do you know what the biggest lesson for me, guys, is? And I'm not very good at it, so I have to work at it. But the biggest thing that I learned that made a change for me is consistency. If you keep adding people to your group every single week, every day ideally, but certainly every week, just think where you are at the end of a year. If you keep making those contacts with people, just think where you'll be at the end of a year. And a lot of people think, oh, a year, it's going to take such a long time. But a year starts now. So the sooner you start, the sooner you reap the benefits.
Well, that's extremely important that what you're saying now. People overestimate what they can do in a month, and people totally underestimate what they can achieve in a year.
Totally underestimate, big time underestimate. Because when it's like pushing, I always say it's like pushing a car. If you ever had to push a car because it's broken down, I think most of us can relate to that. It's a lot of hard work to get the thing moving, isn't it? You have to push very hard and it doesn't seem like it wants to go. Once you get a bit of momentum going, you can almost do it in one hand.
Well, yeah, absolutely, Paul, you're right. I saw a program, I think I mentioned it to you before, when I was when I was visiting you in the UK. One of the evenings I was watching a BBC program on these YouTubers, the young guys on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I saw some of that, yeah.
And most of them had 3 years of no viewers or very few viewers on the YouTube channels. And then after that, it exploded, and now they can't stop. The YouTube channels just, is growing by itself. But they had a 3-year period where they had zero or no engagement almost on the videos.
The thing is, all the time they're doing it, they're getting better at doing it. They're getting better and better and better at doing it, even though they're not necessarily getting the results. And people forget that. It's practice, 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 practice.
And they put their message out there consistently every single day. Those guys are diligent in making videos. That's why they're successful.
So hopefully you are all making videos as well. I'm saying nothing, but you should do videos, guys. I'll talk a little bit about that in here. So how I enrolled my 25 people in 30 days. That was actually for another webinar I did for another training, but there was no point me re-recording it, was there, Peter? It was like, well, it's kind of all the information's in there, so why bother? And this one, Peter's showing it put into practice, actually sort of doing it live right in front of you. I will say all of these sort of videos where it's kind of over the shoulder and just watch me work, they do tend to be fairly, I don't want to use the word boring, but you are seeing it live. And unfortunately, that means, sometimes people do take 5 minutes to come back to you. Sometimes people do disappear in the middle of a call and stuff like that. So, but it is worth sitting through just to see exactly, how it works. And then your homework, have at least 3 conversations per day from people in your group. Remember, they should be your target customer. Refer back to week 1 if you're not sure about that, if you haven't done the exercise. If you don't have enough people to speak to, just keep building your group and you will have enough people to speak to. 1.5 billion people on Facebook, so you shouldn't be short of people.
Yeah, absolutely not. There's no excuse in not finding somebody to speak to.
Definitely not. Right, I'll come back on camera. I should be coming back. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Any questions from the people that are on? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Merv. Hi, Merv. How you doing? And hi, Tondi. I think Merv's disappeared, actually. She's not on anymore. Right, okay. Yeah, well, it's a shame about the power outages. So is there anything else we should cover? If you're while watching, is there anything you want us to cover, say now, or forever hold your peace?
For me, the main thing is Paul, that you know, relationship building is art, not a science. You know, the science the science is in the consistency, and the art develops as you are more consistent. You get better and better and better at it, and your conversion rate goes up the more people you interact with. And you know what? Practicing that makes a huge difference in life, because I think you showed that video with that numbers. If you just have a 5 or 10% increase in every aspect of your business, but most importantly in the conversion aspect of your business, it makes a huge impact on your sales.
I'm going to give you a massive tip. This is a huge tip, and I have to thank an area manager when I used to sell mobile phones years ago for this. Do you know what? The most successful people tend to be the most self-critical. And when I say self-critical, I don't mean they beat themselves up, but the word self is important. If they're not, what people that are critical do is they will blame everything else but them. They always blame the environment. Oh, it was they were never going to buy. The weather, I couldn't work today. It was too hot. Oh, we had power outages. Couldn't do anything. There's always something other than them that's the cause of the problem. The successful people who make things happen, they are self-critical because they're also critical of when they do make a sale. In other words, what they do is they analyze when they don't make a sale and go, what could I have done differently? How could I have handled that conversation with that person better? How could I have recorded that video better? How could I make that blog post better? When they do make a sale, the same thing happens. They go, that's great, I've made a sale, do a little happy dance. You should reward yourself, congratulate yourself. But then they also go, okay, well, what could I have done better? Could I have maybe done an add-on? Could I have sold something else? I didn't ask for a referral. I should have asked for a referral. All of these things, you know, they're critical and they're always looking to improve. The Japanese have a word for it called kaizen, which is continuous and never-ending improvement, basically, always looking for improvement. We've got Tondi asking, Paul, in week 2 you mentioned you're bringing your training video on how to make a video. Is that maybe included in week 3, or must I search for that on your group page? Okay. Was it to get over the fear of making a video, Tondi? Because I can show you how to make a video now. My phone's over there on charge, but what you do is you put the camera on your phone. This is a calculator, not a phone. And you hit the record button and you go, hi, my name's Paul Turner. And I'm here today from England. And do you ever wonder how to get more leads for your business? Well, stick around and I'll give you 3 tips. Well, there are, you know, you go 3 tips, which you'll have learned that from watching this training course, for example. And then you can go, hey, if you want to get more tips, just make friends with me on my Facebook group. Join my group and I'll put more tips in there. Love to see you. Cheers. You press stop and you upload it into Facebook. It's kind of as simple as that, really. But do you mean more like getting over the fear of it, or do you want, like, what would you like in a video training? And I will do one specially for you if it doesn't exist, Tondi. She's probably typing. But yeah, I've got a video on overcoming the fear of making a video. Mostly the know-how. Okay, all right, Tondi. Let me put a note in my diary, and what I'll do is I will make sure I do that this week for you. If not, you've got my permission to hound me. Let's put it in for tomorrow. Video on how to make a video. Tondi, just have you done a fear? I have to break the ice myself, thanks. Okay, have you ever recorded a video, Tondi? Do you want to come on the panel? Come on the panel. She'll run away now. Making it. sorted now. That's good.
Okay, because I'm having a bit of problems hearing you.
Sorry, say that again, Peter. You broke up. What? You broke up, Peter. Sorry, I don't know if you're talking. Hey, Merv.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, good, thanks.
Excellent. Do you make videos? Yes, you do, because I saw you with Tracy.
Well, yes, but some of them are quite entertaining, right? I think also what the problem is that we don't really want to put us on the internet and look like a porker, you know? I think that's my biggest problem. But yeah, videos are okay to make. I'm using Screencast or something. I made one today for something else I was doing, and that's what I used. It was actually quite easy.
What did you use? Sorry, because you broke up a bit and Peter's disappeared. So obviously the power problems are all over. Sorry, so what did you use to make your video?
I think it's Screencast or something like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that, but yeah, I mean, I just use.
It's just because and the only reason I used it is because I wanted to show the screen as well as my face. But I shot a video the other day of one of my downline, and I just, like you mentioned, just used my phone, and it was quite simple to upload it.
Okay, it is. You just click the Facebook button, don't you, and it asks you what you want to say about your video, and up it goes. I mean, I use a little. No, I don't know if the cable's going to reach, but I'd use a Logitech webcam, and I think it was £15 or £20. I don't know what that is in other currencies, but it's cheap and it's high definition and it does a great job, and it comes with the software that records the video for you straight to your computer, and away you go. It's brilliant. So it's the actual mechanics of recording a video are actually, these days, this day and age, it is normally as simple as point and click. Just use your phone. But what we'll do is we'll do a bonus video, if you like. We'll call it a bonus video. I'll do it just for Get Social Authority, and we'll probably put it in this week because we talk about making video a bit in this week. But we'll do that, and we'll cover overcoming the fear of making video as well. So that'll be a bonus for you, but we don't want to talk about that too much because we're talking about conversion, really. So, right, any questions, Merv, while you've got us?
Paul, I actually missed the first bit, unfortunately, because I was on the road trying to get to on time. So I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to.
That's no problem. That's not a problem at all. So, Peter, have you got anything you want to talk about before we wrap it up? I think Peter's having connection problems. There's nothing coming. There's no sound. Are you there, Peter? Okay, well, nice quick one. I don't intend these ever to be long, 20 minutes, half an hour, so we're over 20 minutes, so that's fine. Because obviously the meat, if you like, is actually in the training. Okay, the idea of these is you can ask us questions, you can give us feedback, ask for stuff like the video thing that Tondi's just mentioning there. So reminding me rather, if I said I'd do it, I'm like that. So guys, have a great day or evening, wherever it is for you. We'll put this recording up in the group. Thanks for coming along, those that did. Sorry for those that are having trouble with power outages or whatever, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.